is gone and hope is sure. Christ is mine forevermore.
So number one is this. What do you think is the future of the Cali EM Forum? So if anyone wants to take the first stab and jab at that, that'd be great.
Thanks, pastors, for letting the elders speak first. That's a great question. I think we have wrestled a lot as an executive team and with M&A talking about the variety of options that are available. Right? We have a lot of cross-cutting identities. We're Presbyterian. You don't have to be PCA, but you're Presbyterian. Other denominations came. We're mostly Korean Americans, Asian Americans. So it's a very unique, I mean, if you're Presbyterian and you're Korean American and you're a teaching elder, you fit right in. And then it sort of concentric circles beyond that. If you're Asian American but Presbyterian, or you're Presbyterian and Korean but not PCA. So you can imagine, as a ruling elder, of course, I'd love to see more ruling elders attend and see us as an equal partner in this work. So that's what I always wrestle with personally. And it's what the executive staff wrestles with regularly to figure out what is the future of this meeting. So that's something that we continue to strive for. But one thing for certain, it's biblical fidelity, Reformed teaching, solid theological grounding is what drives us, and walking with Jesus is the most important thing. If we are all in agreement with that, and everything else is bonus, we will continue to work together to figure out what that is. But I just want to lay the floor and the groundwork to say that's the most important thing, but we are working on other aspects.
Thank you, Alex. Anyone else want to offer a comment or remarks?
I do think that this is a real special space. And I don't know what the trends are going to be in the future, but if we do see Asian Americans engage and interact across the majority culture and many different cultures, which is beautiful and right and good, and continuing Korean American or Asian American churches themselves, I do think that this space is just so precious and valuable. And the more that you're out of, you know, I would say we're all part of the same family, but this may be a tribe, right? This may be our tribe. And if we're laboring in the family, but outside of our tribe, sometimes we need to be in the tribe, and we need to be refreshed in the tribe. And so I think if the trend is that Asian Americans are engaged more and more outside of the tribe, that this space is going to actually become more important. A place where we can be our tribe together, encourage each other, and then go out and serve the rest of the family, if that makes any sense.
I think for me, in addition to all that's going on here, I think one of the most important takeaways from this particular conference, and I've been involved, the late Pastor Reverend Co, for a long time, is the importance of speaking into each other, into our lives, and the importance of friendships to not just survive in ministry, but to thrive. You know, I've been at this for almost 30 years now, and if it wasn't for these group of friends that I have, I would not be up here today. I don't talk like James, but I know exactly what it feels like. I mean, I'm a train wreck too. I'm just a little bit more polished about it. You know? But I can never say that, right? Because I have to put on a front in my largely majority white worlds in which I live and serve. You know, you got to remember, 25 years ago or so, when I was being interviewed for my faculty position, there were students telling me, wow, it must be great to fulfill that quota. As if I'm hired at a seminary to teach because they need a particular quota. So who do I turn to? Say, help me process this. There was no one. There was no one in the Reformed evangelical community doing what I was doing. So you just try to survive. You put your head down like a good Asian, right? You don't make noise, because a nail that sticks up tends to be hit down, right? So you don't stick out, you just put your head down, and just do your work. And I know I'm not the only one that's ever been through that kind of experience. So who do you talk to? Who can you get wisdom from? It's friends in ministry. And so I think this is really important. I think the forum like this is important for us to just talk and share and process and learn and grow and cry and laugh. And so I think that's one of the main reasons why I think this space is so important.
Rejoice now. sure.